Hello, North Country basketball fans. It's the start of the basketball season here in 2010. It's the Chazy modified girls against the Schroon Lake modified girls. And Allison Tatro right there just drives it to the hoop, takes it off the backboard, and the Lady Eagles go up 2-0 here. We have 30 seconds gone here in the first quarter. And it's number 23, James, taking the ball up here for Schroon Lake. Picked up by Trombley. Trombley steals the ball by James. She's taking it to the hoop. Trombley goes off the backboard, and a nice rebound by number 30, Whizzer. Whizzer taking it up the court. She sends it all the way up to James. James being challenged by Trombley at midcourt. Trombley on James, and it's over and back, and so turnover on Schroon Lake. And Mara Trombley gives the ball up to the official here, and she'll take the ball out of bounds, and she'll get it to Rachel Pombrio. She's the guard here, and she has the Celtic green on her head there. Ronjo, she's a Celtic fan, and she's the guard here for the modified team. Trying to get it up over to Skylar Thomas. It's knocked away, picked up by Thomas. Back over to Rachel Pombrio. She's working her way to midcourt, picked up by James. And coming around is Hanson. Hanson gets the ball. She's into the paint. Hanson goes off the glass. Rebound by Trombley. She gets a shot up. She misses it. Goes off Thomas, picked up by James. And it's knocked away, and it's picked up by James. James gets into the offensive court here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter in this modified game. It's the opening night here for both teams. A nice play by number 30. That would have been Wizards. Gets the shot up. It doesn't go, and it's taken away by Hanson. Gives it up over to Tatro, over to Trombley. Trombley will slowly take it up the court here with a 2-0 lead on an Allison Tatro layup, and it's Trombley at midcourt, picked up by James. She goes over to the right side of Hanson. Hanson gets the ball. It was knocked away, but she's guarded by number 1 Thatcher, 41 Thatcher, and it is a double dribble for Alyssa Hanson. So turnover on Chazy. Coming into the game is number 14 Jabut, as well as number 31 Palmer. Coming out of the game is Stout, as well as number 21 Bouchard. And James calls the play here for the Schroon Lake Wildcats. She makes it to midcourt, picked up by Trombley. Chazy in a man-to-man defense, and it goes off the hands of number 41 Thatcher, who just checked into the game. So turnover on Schroon Lake, and it's Pombrio getting the ball into Trombley. Trombley will be picked up by James as she approaches midcourt with 4:34 to go here in the first. Picked by Pombrio. Trombley now taking it to the hoop. Trombley takes it off the glass, misses it, gets her rebound. Trombley goes up again, misses it again, rebounded by Hanson. Back to Trombley. She tries 3 for a quarter. She misses that one, and it's picked up by James. So Trombley had 3 good looks, couldn't get it to drop, and it's picked up by James, and she'll work her way to the offensive end here for Schroon Lake with 4:13 to go here in the first quarter, and she goes over and back again. That's the second time that's happened for James, and that's Amanda James, and the official referee explains it to her. And we have a 30-second timeout with 4:10 to go. Chazy leading Schroon Lake 2-0. And we're back from the 30-second timeout. We have Paul Crusher O'Connell, one of the officials, and we have Jeff Chapman as the other official here for this game. It's Pombrio with the ball over to Trombley. Trombley looking to drive, gives it up over to Thomas. Thomas working her way into the paint, gets a shot off, and it's rebounded by number 23, James. And James will slowly take it up here for Schroon Lake. The Wildcats trail 2-0 here as we approach under the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. She has it knocked away by Trombley. And Trombley, good effort by Trombley, but it will still go out of bounds, so it'll be Schroon Lake's ball. And it's Molly Whizzer taking the ball in here for the Wildcats. And checking into the game is Bauer. Bauer comes into the game. Coming out of the game is Jabut. And at midcourt, the ball comes into James. Chazy into a man-to-man defense. Trombley picking up James. It's knocked away by Tatro. Tatro over to Trombley. Trombley takes it off the backboard. She misses that shot. and it's picked up by James. Nice play by Allison Tatro, taking it to the hoop. She gave it up to Trombley. Trombley couldn't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by James. She'll work her way to midcourt. James goes to the left side over to Thatcher. Thatcher picked up by Hansen. Hansen trying to steal it. James comes up strong with the ball, and she's picked up by Pombrio, and she goes over and back again. And that's the third time here in the first quarter. Turnover, and Ali Tebow checks into the game. Hansen comes out of the game. And Trombley over to Pombrio. Pombrio picked up by James. She calls the play. There's movement offensively here for Chazy. Skylar Thomas takes it into the paint, gets the shot off, misses it, and it's rebounded by number 30, Whizzer. Whizzer on the run. Offensive run coming down, looking to take it all the way. She gives it up, intercepted by Pombrio. Pombrio has good speed. She has to step on Whizzer, and Whizzer fouls her, and Crusher O'Connor says foul on Whizzer, on Molly Whizzer. So going to the line for two is Rachel Pombrio. At the 2:47 mark here in the first quarter, Chazy up 2-0, and it's Pombrio looking to increase that lead. And she goes off the backboard, misses the first one. I am Joey Trombley. I'm calling the action today. On the camera is Calvin Castine, the father of Hometown Cable. And it's the 15th day of December, a very cold day today here, but very warm inside. And it's Pombrio takes it off the backboard, and Chazy goes up 3-0. And it's Whizzer over to James, and Amanda James will take the ball up here for Schroon Lake. Trombley will pick her up at the midcourt line. Left side, she gets it over to Thatcher. Thatcher loses it, picked up by Tatro, over to Trombley. Trombley looking to run the floor, loses it over to Skylar Thomas. Thomas goes over to number 24 for Chazy, which is Ali Tebow. And the shot goes up, it's a rebound, and it's tied up, and the arrow favors the Wildcats. So Whizzer will get it to James. As we approach the 2-minute mark, Chazy leading 3-0 here. Trombley picking up James here. She sends it up, knocked away. Trombley with the ball, gives it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio trying to go back to Trombley, intercepted by James, so good defensive play by James. She's running the floor into the offensive ends, all the way up trying to find Whizzer. It goes off Whizzer's head, picked up by Ali Tebow, gives it up over to Trombley. Trombley will slow it up with 1:50 to go here. And we have Plumstead ready to check into the game here for Schroon Lake. And the play is called by Trombley. There's movement offensively, comes over to Allison Tatro. Tatro down low to Tebow. Tebow with the shot, gets her own rebound. She goes off the backboard and misses that one. So good effort by Tebow. And actually, official Jeff Chapman said that it goes to Chazy. It was knocked out by Schroon Lake. And coming to take the ball out is Rachel Pombrio with 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. And it's Skylar Thomas over to Trombley. Trombley gets the shot off, misses that. Nice play by Tatro. Gives it up over to Pombrio. Off the backboard, Miss Tebow gets the rebound. Nice play by Tebow. She goes up again. And nice workman-like effort by Ali Tebow. Offensively, she was there. Takes it off the backboard, so it's 5-0 Chazy, and a 30-second timeout here for the Wildcats. And we're back from the timeout. And James will take the ball up. She was Plumstead threw it in.
That inbound play worked perfectly for Schroon Lake.
It was. They had 5 people there, and it worked to perfection. And Tatro knocks it away. Calvin, you don't normally see a set play like that on a inbounds pass, but I think they thought that
But there's no defense in the backcourt, so there's no reason.
Right. That's the beauty of watching Modified, that they're learning, and so it's kind of cute to see. And it comes into James. And this is a modified game here at the Eagles Nest in Chazy. Nice job by Tebow. She steals the ball. And she gives it up over to Pombrio. So we have under a minute to go here in the first quarter. The Eagles leading 5-0. Nice pick by, and that was a moving pick by Tatro. And Paul Crusher O'Connell calls that one. So it's a turnover for Chazy. And James will take it up. She's been doing that the whole first quarter here. And it's knocked away, but it's picked up by number 45, Bauer. Bauer has it knocked away by Thomas, gives it up over to Tremblay. 27 seconds to go. Tremblay has plenty of time, working her way to midcourt. She calls the play, gives it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio with good speed will take it right to the hoop. Pombrio takes it right in, and nice play by Rachel Pombrio, and Chazy goes up 7-0. And we have 6 minutes to go, and again, Calvin, they're learning the game. And the first quarter comes to an end, and the Eagles lead the Wildcats 7-0. Okay, we have some wholesale changes to start the second quarter here. We have Brooke West out. We have Paige Barkham with the ball right now. And then we have also out there, we have Cassidy Roberts as well. Who else am I missing out there? We have Brooke West is out there. And we have Hannah Hayes out there for Chazy. And nice effort by number 23 for Chazy, Kelly McGrath. So that's the 5 for Chazy that's out there. McGrath goes right on the ground aggressively. But they saw a little too aggressive, Calvin, so a foul called on McGrath.
About time those refs take control out there.
Yeah, it was getting out of hand. At least the first 25 seconds here of the second quarter. All right. The officials got to enjoy calling the modified level like this. It's kind of a break from the sometimes intense varsity games.
Well, it's a challenge for them, I'm sure, especially a veteran like Crusher, because you can't call everything, otherwise you're going to have a 3-hour ball game. So you got to decide what you're going to let go, what you're going to consider to be part of the flow, and you know it's a learning experience for the kids, and you're trying to teach them the game and still blow the whistle once in a while.
Well, it's Paige Barkham into the paint. She'll look at nice pass off to Roberts. So unselfish play by Paige Barkham getting to Cassidy Roberts. The ball didn't drop. It was picked up by James. So a nice offensive look there by the Eagles. And we have 6 minutes here in the second quarter. James with the ball, looking to work toward the net here. Sends it up, intercepted by Cassidy Roberts, but a nice play by Whizzer. She takes it, gives it back to James. I think Whizzer had an opportunity to take a shot there, but she tried to be unselfish, going over to James underneath to Amanda James, and it just got out of her reach. So we have Hannah Hayes taking the ball up here for Chazy. To the left, she has Brooke West. To the right, she has Paige Barkham. Picked by Barkham, and as Hannah Hayes has a free run to the hoop, she probably could have taken a couple more steps. Brooke West with the ball, and she's tied up by number 4, Stout, and the arrow favors the Wildcats. And James will take the ball up here for Schroon Lake. The Lady Eagles lead the Lady Wildcats 7-0 here on the 15th of December 2010. And Whizzer taking it right to the hoop. Nice play by Whizzer, and she lost it, but nice heads-up play. She just lost control of the ball. It went out of bounds. So it's now being brought up here by Paige Barkham. Barkham taking the ball up here for the Eagles with 5:07 to go here in the second quarter. She goes right side. No, she takes it herself. Now into the paint. Gives it up over to Roberts. Roberts goes up for the shot. Nice play by Molly Whizzer to tie her up, but the arrow favors Chazy. So underneath the basket, it will be Barkham taking the ball out here for Chazy. Over to Brooke West. West gets the shot off, and it's rebounded. Barkham off the backboard. She can't get the drop. Cassidy Roberts goes up. She misses. Roberts up again, and the fourth time was a charm, Calvin, as Roberts takes it off the backboard and in.
She's just trying to build up her rebounding total, Joey.
Well, she picked up a couple there, and we have 4:36 to go. It's a 9-0 Chazy here in the first or second quarter. James taking it right to the hoop, gets the shot off, and it doesn't drop. And West tried to get to it, but it came off her. It went off her hand. So it'll be Schroon Lake underneath the Chazy basket. And defensively, Chazy sets up. Offensively, Schroon Lake sets up. And stolen by Hannah Hayes. Hayes gives it up over to Barcombe. So Barcombe will bring the ball up here for Chazy as we approach the 4-minute mark. And the play's called by Barcombe. And there's the play. Barcombe taking it in. Over to Roberts. Roberts looking to go baseline. Inside, yes, to McGrath. McGrath gets out of the paint. Smart play by McGrath to avoid the 3 seconds. And there's the shot by Barcombe. And it's picked up by Whizzer and fouled by Barcombe. And we have some substitutions here. 10 comes in, it's Plumstead. 14 comes in Jabot. And I think 21 would have been Bouchard. And we have... No, Bouchard comes out of the game. So it was 31 Palmer going into the game. And we have a timeout. And we're back from the timeout, and it's Whizzer to James. James being guarded by Barcombe. And over and back again. And Hayes gets it to Barcombe with 3:42 to go here in the second quarter. The Lady Eagles leading 9-0. And she tried to get it up over to Emma Garso, and we have a collision underneath. We have McGrath and Barcombe colliding. And ball will go to
They both hustling, Joey.
Yes, they were. And a coach likes to see that in their players. James taking it up the court here, guarded by Barcombe. And it goes over to Whizzer. Whizzer, some nice speed, taking it up. And Whizzer does a nice drive and takes it right into the bucket. And now it's a 9-2 game.
I think Crusher let one of those over and backs go that time.
Yeah, understandable. And it's Hayes. Has Garso to the right. Garso with the ball. And it goes off of Whizzer. So it'll be a Chazy ball underneath the Schroon Lake basket here. Over to Hayes. Hayes gets the angle. Nice play by Hayes. Rebound, and it's James and Barcombe. The jump ball called. And the arrow seems to always favor Schroon Lake. I don't know if they keep changing it down there or not, Calvin. I'm sure they do. It just seems that way.
That's the away team advantage, I guess.
They got a veteran down there on the score clock.
Adrian running it?
Adrian's running it.
Well, they don't have a possession or
senior scorekeeper. Adrian Engelhart. No stranger to the scoreboards here. Of course, he does all the soccer games. Does the basketball games.
I think he does baseball too.
he might do the baseball games too. Oh, nice shot there by Emma Garso. Rebounded by Whizzer. And James gets a shot off. And you know, Calvin, all that work that Adrian's done there, that's got to be worth at least 3 college credits, no matter what college he goes to.
I would hope so.
For the hours he's logged in. And Barcombe calls the play. Nice pick by Hayes. Barcombe's into the paint. Gets the shot off. And it goes off of Whizzer. And maybe it doesn't. It goes off of Barcombe, I guess.
Apparently. Crusher had a better view than we did.
Much better view. Of course, we have instant replay, but we will not do that here.
No.
And it's James taking the ball up. It's 9-2 here in the second quarter. Chazy leading the Wildcats with 1:24 to go. Opening night for both teams in the league. And actually, it's not opening night. They had a game that they played actually in Elizabethtown last week. So it's their opening home game for the Chazy Eagles, I should say. And the shot goes up and in. And now it's 9-4 with under a minute to go.
I always just look forward to the Montreal Expos home opener, and the same thing here at Chazy, the excitement, a little extra excitement.
It's the fan base, it's massive over there. And, and the ticket prices were pretty good. McGrath with the shot, Cassidy up with it. And now it is Hannah Hayes with the shot. And Chazy hustling for the ball. Good job by Hayes. Now, and it's Barco down to Barco. Nice play by Barcom over to Cassidy Roberts. She takes it in. It's 11-4 Chazy with 16 seconds to go here in the second. Roberts has 4 seconds. Can she get the shot off? She does. And the period comes to an end. The quarter comes to an end, I should say, with Chazy leading Schroon Lake 11-4. And we're ready to start the third period here. Chazy leading Schroon Lake 11-4. Chazy will now be going the opposite direction here in the second half. It's Hannah Hayes with the ball being guarded by James. She gets it into Trombley. Trombley taking it over baseline over to Skylar Thomas. And it's rebounded by Whizzer. And James will take it up as she has the whole game. Guarded by Trombley. Trombley trying to steal it away, and it goes off of number 4, but picked up by Hannah Hayes. Hayes will let things slow up here, and she'll work her way to the midcourt. Goes left side to Trombley. Trombley making a move to the basket. Trombley gets the shot off, and it's rebounded by, well, Emma Garso had her hand on it, but she stepped on the white line, so the ball will go to Schroon Lake with 6:13 to go.
You call that line white? It's
well, it's a dirty white. It's cream color now.
A varnished white.
Varnished white, yeah. Well, compared to the green that's down there, it's in the white family, Calvin. We'll call it the white family.
I'd call it the yellow family, but you go ahead.
Okay, well, stained teeth, and we call it that.
Smoker's teeth.
Smoker's teeth. Trombley with the shot. And nice hustle by McGrath. Muscles for that ball. She gets the shot off. Rebounded by Garso. She gets the shot up. Garso looking to try to get another shot off. And the jump ball called. And hey, the arrow favors Schroon Lake.
I guess whoever's behind gets the arrow.
I guess. And again, I'm sure it switches. We don't notice it.
I think Chazy inbounded it to start the second half.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. James with the ball. Guarded by Trombley. Gets it up over to Whizzer. Whizzer cutting into the paint. Whizzer with a nice move into the paint. Nice shot off the backboard. Doesn't fall. And it goes off of Skylar Thomas. So underneath the basket, it will be James taking it out here for Schroon Lake.
I think we'll be hearing about Whizzer by the time she's a senior.
Yeah, she's a pretty good basketball player. And the ball goes into the hands of 31 Palmer. And Palmer called for the double dribble. So good defensive effort by Emma Garso as she forced Palmer to double dribble. So it's a turnover. And we're going to get it figured out here, Calvin.
She didn't want to give up that ball.
No. But Trombley will take it up here for Chazy. She calls motion. Hayes sets the pick. Goes baseline over to Thomas. Thomas has the inside position. Goes off the backboard. It doesn't drop. And the foul's on Thomas. So the ball will go to Schroon Lake. We're exactly at the 5-minute mark. Chazy leading the Wildcats. The Eagles are leading the Wildcats 11-4. James taking the ball up with 4:52 to go here in the third quarter. And she goes right side. And Thomas with the ball, keeping it in. Up to Tremblay, and Whizzer is right there to knock it away. So good defensive play by Whizzer. And she does have a first name. It's Molly Whizzer. Did a nice job defensively. So it's an inbounds play for Chazy. Quickly to Hayes. Hayes turns. Oh, gives it up. Shot by McGrath. Top of the backboard. McGrath gets her rebound. Goes up again. Doesn't drop. And it goes off the hands of James. So Chazy will take the ball underneath the Schroon Lake basket here. Tremblay calls the play. Gives it up over to McGrath. The shot up again. Nice position by Thomas. Thomas gets the shot off. And she takes it up over Whizzer. And now it's 13 for Chazy. And it's James taking the ball up here for Schroon Lake. And we have a full timeout here by Schroon Lake with 4:17 to go in the third. Chazy leading 13-4. So we have some wholesale changes here at the timeout. We have Taylor Stockers into the game, as well as Ashley Gillespie and number 14 Moshe Lewis into the game.
I got those Chazy on the other side of that sheet you've got there.
Oh, you put them in the oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, Calvin, I didn't realize you did that. Well, Mr. Ted Baxter's very happy with that effort you put in there, Calvin.
Took you long enough to find it.
Hey, it was a season, you're a seasoned pro. That was really nice of you to do that. Well, this makes it a lot easier. Of course, I do know the kids, most of the kids on the team, so. But those young ladies I did not know. It's stolen by Whizzer. She gives it up. Nice pass. Whizzer gave it up to James, and James takes it off the backboard. So we have McGrath taking the ball into Hannah Hayes. Hayes at midcourt, being picked up by James. She comes out and it goes into McGrath's hands. McGrath giving the ball up over to Lewis. Lewis to Gillespie. Taken by James. Nice hustle by Hayes to knock it away. Shot by James. It doesn't fall. And Stocker skies for the rebound. And she's a big she did a nice rebound like her brother does on the varsity, Calvin.
Yes, she did.
And there's the play by Hayes. Hayes working her way to the basket. Has the open look. And it's rebounded by Whizzer. She's looking to run the floor. Gillespie giving chase. And the shot goes up. Back to Whizzer. She gives it to James. James with the shot. And a nice hustle by Bouchard. But it's stolen by Hayes. So with 2:15 to go here in the third, it's 13-6 Chazy. Hannah Hayes with the ball here for the Lady Eagles. Calls the play. And she tried to get it up over to Gillespie. And we have some changes here for Schroon Lake. It is Plumstead, Thatcher, and Bauer into the game. And Brooke West will come into the game. Coming out of the game is number 14, Moshe Lewis. James with the ball.
That Moesha, you think?
Is it Moesha?
That's what I'd be guessing. M-O-E, yeah.
Okay. We'll say Moesha. And James will take the ball out here for the Wildcats. And she gets it into number 41, Thatcher, who just checked into the game. She goes low. Nice save by number 45, Bauer. Pushes it back. James has the ball. Over to Whizzer. And knocked away by McGrath. So it'll be a Schroon Lake ball on the side here. Good defense here by the Eagles. Goes into Whizzer. Whizzer in the paint. Taking it off the glass. And it goes into the hands of Bauer. And McGrath fighting for that ball. And Calvin, the arrow favors Chazy.
What's that?
The arrow favored Chazy on that one. First one we noticed. Hannah Hayes taking the ball up here for Chazy. With 1:15 to go, Chazy leading Schroon Lake 13-6 here in the third. Opening night, home night for Chazy. McGrath tried to take their running one-hander. Nice play by Stalker to keep it in. And she gets it up over to number 11, Gillespie. Back to McGrath. Underneath to Brooke West. She gets a shot off. And nice pass by McGrath to Brooke West. And West takes it off the backboard and extends the Chazy lead to 15-6. They're up by 9 with 42 seconds to go. James calling the play here for Schroon Lake. She tried to get it up over to Bauer. Bauer does a nice job keeping it in play. Bauer working her way down. McGrath slaps at the ball, and it goes off of Bauer. And Bauer got hit in the nose, and that's a stinger. And checking into the game is Stout. Hannah Hayes will take the ball up here for the Lady Eagles, who have a 9-point lead with 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And they run the play. Gillespie with the ball, looking to go baseline, and back to Gillespie. Hayes looking to break through, and James just kind of gave her a friendly forearm, and she's called for the foul. So Chazy will take it out on the sideline here with 11.5 to go. And Hayes will take the ball out. And to McGrath. McGrath will take it to the hoop. McGrath gets the shot up. Nice play by Stalker. And West and James battle for the ball, and the arrow favors Schroon Lake with 3.2 seconds to go here in the third. And James has 3 seconds to get a shot off here. And the period comes to an end with the Lady Eagles lead the Wildcats 15-6. And
I thought Chazy had the last jump ball here. What is this?
No,
gonna get them all?
No. With 3.2, they got it. So Pombrio is back in the game, as well as Tatro. Down low to Roberts. Nice pass play by Pombrio to Roberts. It doesn't drop. It's picked up by Wizard. She's running the floor over to James. James gets the shot off, and it's rebounded by number 15, Allison Tatro. Gives it up over to Rondo. What is it, Rondo? Roger Rondo.
What are you talking about?
Rachel Pombrio. She's got the headband on. She looks like Rondo for the Celtics out there.
I don't watch the Celtics.
A basketball
I got too
fan
much
that you are?
I got. The last thing I want to do when I'm at home is watch a ball game.
Why is that, Calvin?
The only sport.
You've only seen like 35,000 sporting events since you started this gig.
The only sports I watch, and I go back and forth just to check the score mainly, is the Yankee baseball. Outside of that, I could give a hoot about what's happening.
Baseball. Where's Cliff Lee pitching next year? Well, money doesn't buy everything, does it?
Well, the Phillies are trying to buy a pennant. The Red Sox are trying to buy a pennant. The Yankees will just keep bringing them up out of the minor leagues.
Right. I mean,
and trading them.
What was that extra $50 million they threw? I mean, it didn't mean anything.
Well, I hope maybe a few of those idiots at Yankee Stadium heard that his wife wasn't happy that the Texas wives got spit on by the fans. Maybe they'll think about it, but I doubt it.
Pombrio with the shot. Pombrio goes up again, and Pombrio does a nice job hitting the 12-footer, and it's now a 17-8 Chazy lead with 5:21 to go. We have Allie Tebow into the game, Allison Tatro, Cassidy Roberts, Brooke West, and Rachel Pombrio. And here's Wizard. She gets the shot off and rebounded by Tebow. Nice job by Allie. She gives it up over to Rachel. And Pombrio will call the play. Here they go. Tatro with the ball into the paint. She has nice soft hands Off the backboard, Tatro goes back up again. Nice rotation by Allison Tatro. And Chazy increases the lead by 11, 19-8.
I didn't count the Chazy players, Joey, but there's got to be at least 3 full teams there. It'd be a challenge for Liz Buxer to try to find playing
17.
time. 17.
Yeah. And Schroon Lake's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so it's going to be tough to find playing time for that many players.
It is, and at the modified level, you have to play everybody into the game, which you should.
You should.
I mean, absolutely you should. You're developing them for varsity.
Right.
But it's very tough to give them the playing time.
Yeah.
You know, especially when the period's only 7 minutes each.
Yeah.
In soccer, you have a 40-minute half, and here you got 28-minute games.
Yeah, well, back in the olden days, the JVs used to be just 6 minutes back. I know back when I was in school.
Yeah, so 24-minute game.
Yeah.
You know, and in Chazy, we do not have cuts. Everybody gets involved. And
was it Kumbaya school here? The Chazy Kumbaya?
Yeah, everybody have the experience.
Yeah, well, I think modified, you should try to keep everybody if you can.
Yeah, no, you really should. I mean, again, you're developing for the varsity. And Pombrio over to Tremblay. Tremblay couldn't handle it. Nice pass by Pombrio. And we have James taking the ball up. Stolen by Pombrio. Over to Tremblay. The shot rebounded by Pombrio. Off the glass, in and out. And Pombrio somehow comes up with it. And there's a foul on number 4, I think. Foul on Stout, and Pombrio will go to the line for 2. And misses the first with 3:55 here to go in the game. She makes the second, and it is now 20-8. And James taking the ball up here for Schroon Lake. Under 4 minutes here left in the game here. On the 15th of December, I'm Joey Tremblay calling the action. Calvin Castine on the camera on a cold December 15th day. James trying to get a shot off. Whizzer is right there. And nice play by Whizzer. And now it's 20-10. And Pombrio will take the ball up here for Chazy. Picked by Tremblay, and Pombrio will work away into the paint. Down low. Nice pass. And Roberts couldn't get it to foul. Nice hustle over to Tatro. And Tatro takes it off the glass, and Rachel Pombrio out of nowhere saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Allison Tatro, and Tatro takes it off the glass and in. Chazy goes up by 12. Ball goes into the hands of Whizzer. Whizzer has the move, and she's fouled by Tremblay. And going to the line for 2 is Whizzer with 2:50 to go here in the game. Whizzer misses the first one. And Barcombe into the game, and Hansen into the game. Out is Tebow and Roberts. Misses the second one, and Whizzer ends up with it. Pushes it inside to James. James gets the shot off, and foul by Hansen. And Bouchard with the ball. So it was 21 fouling 21 with 2:40 to go here left in the game. The Lady Eagles leading the Lady Wildcats 22-10. James calls the play, and it's Whizzer with the double dribble, and she knew it as soon as she did it. She wanted to take it back, Calvin.
She had that guilty look.
Yeah. Barcombe gets it into Trombley. Tatro with the ball. Down baseline to Hansen. Back over to Pombrio. Pombrio squares. And it goes out of bounds. So it will be Schroon Lake with the ball, and checking into the game is Bauer. And coming out is Thatcher. Morgan Thatcher coming out of the game. And Amanda James will take the ball up here for Schroon Lake with 2:14 to go here in the fourth period. In this modified game, nice hustle by Barcombe. She knocks the ball away. Now low to Pombrio. Pombrio off the glass. Nice hands by Rachel Pombrio taking it off the glass. And now it's 24-10, favoring the Lady Eagles. And that play started with Barcombe on the defensive end, doing a nice job stealing the ball. It's Whizzer with the ball, going baseline. Back over to James at the top of the key, being guarded by Trombley. Stolen by Trombley. She's got Barcombe running down as well as Tatro. Trombley takes it herself. She misses the shot, rebounded by James. James will now look to run the floor. She slows it up with 1:27 to go here in the game. They call the play. Picked by Whizzer. And James being guarded by Hansen. And push on Hansen with 1:11 to go here in the fourth. And we have Hannah Hayes checking into the game. Pombrio comes out. We have Plumstead and Thatcher into the game. And we have Bouchard and Palmer out of the game. And it's James with the ball, but gets through everybody, gets the shot off. And nice play by Amanda James. It's now 24-12. Trombley will take the ball up with less than a minute here left in the game. Mara Trombley calling the play, picked by Tatro. She goes low to Barcombe. Barcombe's got the position. And nice play by Paige Barcombe, taking it off the glass and in. And now it's 26-12, Chazy. And we have a sub coming in here for Schroon Lake. It's Stout comes into the game, and Bauer coming out. And James will take the ball up here for the Wildcats. And it goes off of Tatro. And Skylar Thomas looking to check in. Thomas into the game. And Tatro out of the game. And Whizzer being guarded by Thomas. Thomas steals the ball. Whizzer doing a good job coming up at her. Thomas just shoots it right up, and there's a rebound. Spin move. Hansen with the ball, and should be called for up and down. So turnover on Chazy with 17.9 to go. Chazy with a 14-point, the Lady Eagles with a 14-point lead. So the modified girls will go to 2-0 in league play. And Thomas with the ball, trying to get in before the buzzer goes off. Misses it. Hansen with the shot. She can't get it to drop. And with 0.9 seconds, Jeff Chapman says jump ball. And the arrow favors Schroon Lake again.
Trombley got tossed around on that one there, Joey. Did you notice?
What's that?
Trombley got tossed around on that one. You got to toughen up. Hit the weight room.
We'll have her watch this film again. And we'll pick up on that one, Calvin. So the Lady Eagles beat the Lady Wildcats of Schroon Lake here on the 15th of December, 2010, 26-12. I was Joey Trombley calling the action, Calvin Castine on the camera. And as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.
Are you counting players?
Am I counting them? There's a lot of them. I think we counted 17.